thanks for joining me today. It's Maria Robinson, Stamping Simply with Maria. In today's video tutorial, we're going to be making a very easy card. I know I've been saying that a lot, right? I can't believe it. But it is truly easy. At least the layout's easy, and it can be replicated many times because it is an easy layout. And you don't have to use the stamp sets and the dies that I use. You can use whatever you have on hand, as well as the paper. But of course, if you're interested in purchasing any of the products that I am showing you, definitely get in touch with me. My contact information is in the description, which is below the video. So let's get started with today's cards. This is the card we're going to be making. I will be changing up the colors, but the layout is pretty much the same. And I did change the sizing just slightly from this one. So this particular one was for my color challenge, which was to use Pretty Peacock, Cajun Craze, and Copper Clay. We also, when we're doing the card for the color challenge, can use basic white or very vanilla or basic black. But the other colors are specifically those three colors. So Pretty Peacock, Cajun Craze, and Copper Clay. When I first looked at those colors, I was like, I don't know. But I was like, you know, let me give it a try and see what I come up with. And I thought the perfect stamp set and dies to use would be the autumn leaves and the autumn leaf dies, because to me, those colors just screamed fall. So that's how it came about. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to put the card here so I can, keep it for reference. And we'll set these aside just for a minute. All right, so for my card base, I've already prepped it somewhat. I have a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4, and this is Cajun Craze. I also dry embossed it, with an embossing folder. I use the hashtag, or I guess, I don't know, what would you call that? Plaid, maybe? Not sure. Anyway, this is a folder I used, and it comes with the, it's part of the Basics 3D embossing folders. It comes in a 3-pack. Love this set. Have used it quite a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold this right now. Get my bone folder out. Now what happens is sometimes when you emboss, the score line gets all wonky. All right, so that's good. So we've got that. And then I have a piece of designer paper, 2 inches by 5.5 inches. I think we're going to use the polka dots. And this comes from the Regals 6x6 Designer Series paper collection, which has all the Regals colors. And they are Blueberry Bushel, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, Real Red, and Shaded Spruce. So we'll set that aside. Then I have the 2 pieces for the outside. Wild Wheat, which is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. And then the Very Vanilla, which is, I think it's 3 inches. Yes, 3 inches by 4 1/4. And then for the inside layers, I have a piece of pecan pie, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and Very Vanilla, 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. I also have a piece of scrap Very Vanilla, and I've added the adhesive sheet to the back because I'm going to be die cutting the vine from this. And rather than fighting with it and the glue, I thought it'd be much easier if I put the adhesive sheet on it. So we're going to die cut that. All right, so let us begin by, I need this piece here, and I think that's it for the dies. And I've got my stamps already mounted, so let us get a pierce mat. My very well used pierce mat. And the reason I'm using the piercing mat is because of the photopolymer stamps. You need some sort of cushion underneath. Just gives it a better impression. All right, so we are going to, what I want to do is I'm going to stamp and die cut from this layer here, and this is in wild wheat. All right, so we're going to stamp the image, the leaf image in wild wheat. I'm going to stamp it on my scrap paper first. I just want to see how dark it comes out. Find an area here where it doesn't have too much color on it. Decisions. You know what? I'm going to stamp it full strength. If I don't like it, I can flip it over. Cardstock has two sides to it. These new pads are so juicy. All right, so I'm going to come in the center though, because I am going to die cut this. So let's do that in full strength. Let the ink transfer. Not too bad, but I am going to flip it over just to see what it looks like. And we'll stamp that again. See which one I like. I think we're going to go with the darker one. All right. So that is done. Oh, actually, I still need that. Next thing, what I'm going to do is with my blending brush, I'm going to apply color to the piece, where is it, that we're going to be die cutting that has the adhesive on the back. On my sample card, what I did is I kind of just, I cut it from the basic white, and then I just dipped it, you know, I kind of just dragged it across the ink pad to give it a little color, but still leaving some white. I thought that was okay, but I'm going to try the blending brush now. All right, so we'll just add some color to the blending brush. Remember, you want to tap that off. You don't want to get a blob. And I'm just going to start lightly in the center here. And you can always add more color. But remember, you can't take away the color. When I'm happy, I will stop and set that aside just for a minute. All right, that's good, I think. All right, I think we can die cut this piece here, both pieces, not just the one piece. So let me get my die cutting machine. All right, so first I'll put this on here, and I can probably get both pieces in here together. So let's do this. We're going to die cut this. Okay, I'll put this one down here, and we'll die cut the veins. Up there, I think will be good. And my plate. Okay, let's go through and send it through. This die cut, and nobody will see this,
because we'll be covering it up with the layer, which I'm going to have to cut down because I was off too far to one side. But you know what, we might be able to cover that up with some sort of pretties. What are pretties? My speckled dots that I'm going to use. I think we'll be able to cover that little hole up. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, so I have this piece cut out as well. I definitely think I like it better this way with the blending brush instead of dragging it through the ink. Now, rather than wasting this piece, what I'm going to do, because I'll use it for another card, is I'm going to die cut my leaf image with the veins cut out, and you'll see what I mean here in just a second. Okay, plate. Move this out of the way. Okay. So we can use this for another card. I'm going to set that aside. And if I wanted to, I could even use this with a card. Just put a little piece of DSP behind here. I think that would look pretty too. Just cut it down to size and put it on a card. So there you go, 2 more cards. Okay, so I think we're ready to put this together. Let me start by putting the DSP onto the card base with a little liquid glue. And again, this is cut at 2 inches by 5.5. So the height is the same as the card. Just add a little glue, and we're going to bump this right up to the score line. I don't want to be on top of the score line because otherwise when I fold the card, then I'll leave like this little gap. So that's that. Since we have the liquid glue on here, I can move it around just a little bit. All right, there. Okay, let's adhere these 2 pieces together. Before I do that, though, I want to stamp my images on that. So let me do that first. And we're going to use, let's see, I think we'll use either pecan pie or Cajun craze for the leaves. You know, let's use Cajun craze for the leaves. And again, I want to bring my pierce mat here and lay it under my card. And I am going to stamp the leaves off one because this, otherwise it'll be very dark. So we're going to and then we're just going to stamp them right about here. One here. Beautiful. And we'll stamp the other one up in this corner and a little off the page. Like so. Perfect. Then I'm going to take my sentiment, I'm thankful, and we will stamp this in wild wheat. I don't want to close that yet because I think I'm going to use that for the inside greeting. Nope, this is pecan pie. I want wild wheat. And the inside greeting, I'm going to do pecan pie, not Cajun craze. All right, so let's get those set. All right, so I'm thankful. some wild wheat. So this matches the leaf that I die cut. Let's put it right down here. Beautiful. I'm done with the wild wheat. And while we're stamping, let's finish doing this one too. So let me put this aside for a second. And we're going to use pecan pie for the inside greeting, which says, what does it say? For a, oh, today and every day. So I'm thankful, it says, for today and every day. I'm thankful today and every day. Let me stamp that. Okay. So we'll just come up right up here. And this could be, you know, if you send out Thanksgiving cards, you can give it to your friends, mail it for Thanksgiving. Or it could be a thank you, you know, teacher gifts. If you want to thank anybody, it's perfect for them. All right, so let's do this right now since it's in my hand. We'll add a little glue. And this is going to be the inside. And we're going on pecan pie. Center that up. Great. And then we'll put this on the inside. I don't know why lately I've liked to turn my cards sideways. I feel like I have a better vantage point than if I go up and down vertically. Okay, it's very nice. And then we can do the outside. I'm done with this. It's right here. So let's add a little bit of glue. Let's see, do I want to cut that down? I think I might just cut this down. You know what? I don't think anybody's going to see that. I don't think anybody's going to see that, right? We'll just hope they don't see that. So on this one, I just want to go around the edge. And then I'll add a little glue around the cutout leaf, just so it doesn't like gap, you know, in certain areas. Just add a little bit, nothing crazy. We'll add this to the front of the card. If you've been enjoying this, I would appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up and also share the video with your other crafty friends. And you guys could get together and actually make this card, make a few together using this particular layout. Oh, I think I just moved that quite a bit. Oh well, it's staying there now. All right, let me take the backing off of the innards. Comes off very easily. And then we're just going to apply this to the center. And it actually kind of fits in there. You know, work it around before you physically push it down. When you're happy with it, you can push it down. And we'll add dimensionals onto this. And 2 more. Put one in the center and one on this sleeve here. Then we'll add a few of the, actually, know what I could actually see. That's going to hide that. You won't even see that because the leaf is going to go over it. I'm going to maneuver it there. Just turn it just a little bit. Like so. And you don't even see the hole, the little gap that I had there. Perfect. There you go. All right. Let's close up the glue. I think I'm done. Yeah, I think we just have to add our dimensionals. I'm not dimensionals, our, which are where? Where are my speckled dots? Oh, here they are. So adhesive back speckled dots. I think these were out of stock for a little bit, but I believe they are back in stock. And we will take, let's do, which one do we like? Yeah, I think I like the Berry Vanilla. I'm not sure what color that is. I'll go with Berry Vanilla. And they've got little speckles in them, ever so slightly, that you could see them. So we'll put one here. We'll do another one down here. Maybe add a smaller one over in this area here. Oh, one more thing I need to add. Almost forgot. I did use some thread. And what I did, and you can do this with your alcohol blend markers. I don't have the Stampin' Blend, so I have Copics. But this Copic is a Y26, and it looks very similar to the Wild Wheat. So I thought that was perfect. So we are going to add this with glue dots. I have some right here. I'll just add one right here. Take off the backing, which is always fun. There we go. And we'll add this. You can also use your Stampin' Right markers to add color to the ribbon. Just remember that it will take a little bit longer to dry. The alcohol blends dry much quicker than the Stampin' Right markers. And you can also use your ink pad. And I think I had a video like probably a little over, well, maybe last year. At some point last year, I think I did some video with that I told you how you could color your ribbons. So this is kind of the same thing. I'm not sure why this is not adhering. So I might have to fix that. So what do you think? Cool? You like it? Let me know by giving me a thumbs up. So friends, thank you for joining me today. I hope that I have inspired you to create handmade cards and brighten someone's day by sending the card. Be sure to like, comment, and share my video with your crafty friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a new video or go live. Until next time, have an awesome day. Bye-bye.